YouTube. Good evening. This is Dawn here, back again for another movie night review, number 308, called Alter Files Meta Madness Part 1. It's a 1 hour film that is composed of about 4 short films in one. They're all horror films. So let's get into the movie night review right now. All right, so there's 4 films in one. The first one is called Nightmare at Camp Bloodbath. Matter of fact, we just did a review on this one. This is the first file in this long file called the metaverse, or I'm so sorry, the Alter Files Part 1 here for the horror stories. This is the first file in this file, or the first short film in this file, and it's just very gory. It's very bloody. It's a camp, and there's some teens or young adults, and they're having fun. And this guy comes in and he starts slashing up the whole place. That's pretty much the whole thing. It's very bloodbath. All right. The second file is called Night of the Slasher. The same thing. All right. Let me make sure. Meta Madness Part 1, Alter Files. I apologize about that. Wanted to make sure I got that name right for you. Number 2, the second file on here is Night of the Slasher, and pretty much it's a female who has a checklist of all the things that she's gonna do. She's gonna have sex, she's gonna have drugs, she's gonna drink beer, and all that kind of stuff. But she has to change her checklist. This is almost a comedy, by the way. She has to change her checklist because the guy who slashed her boyfriend, or the guy who she's having sex with, he slashed him up, but she slashed the slasher up, but he came back to life, and it goes from there. She gets a second checklist out, and she said on her checklist she has on there the horror movies that she's going to play as an actress or something, or just play out the whole scene because it's happening anyway, right? So that one was pretty freaky because the guy didn't die, but she chopped his head off. He came back to life, and then he almost looked like he cleaned the house, and she had visitors and they wanted to make sure she didn't do anything. And she's like, no, or whatnot, or whatever, you know? So that was the second film. The third film is called Little Willie. That's one that I did a review. We did a review on a long while ago. I'm not sure how long ago it was, maybe almost 6 months ago. But anyway, it's about an actor from the early, it's either 1990s or 80s, and he's in his 30s now. He's having a midlife crises, a breakdown, and people start to notice, and someone is killing. It's either the puppet, his doll called Little Willie, or him. All right. We're not really sure, but it does look like his doll is doing it. All right. He starts hearing his doll out loud, and it just goes from there, and people get slashed up in the house and stuff. But that's the third short film on this file. And then the last film is called Eagle Walk, and you probably would like it if nobody got murdered by a Sasquatch, half man, half ape, walking around in the woods by the camp. Again, it's another camp. We have teens or young adults, and they pull up this. There's a totem where they leave the dead to rest, and the Sasquatch too, but somebody axed it down like a tree, or chopped it down, and there goes the story. but people are saying it's not real, and then he walks around and it is real. All right. So the subject for tonight's movie night review is called patronage or donations. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this movie night review, but all in all, donations are nice. Cash App is $Galactic War. I hope you enjoyed the whole series of movie night reviews so far. We look forward to another one tomorrow with you in the evening time, of course, and have a nice night. Bye.